r/AskReddit. If you could stop time for 10 seconds.
I see great potential in using this for jump scares. Become a weeping angel, safely cross the street no matter when and where. Honestly, this is my favorite answer. Could work while driving also. I can't tell if it's safe to turn. This guy is farish but also going kind of fast. Freeze time and now he's 10 seconds further away.
Fart in public without embarrassment. So that's how silent but deadly farts are made. I'm on to you now.
Untie everybody's left shoe in the room.
Craps would probably be the best gambling answer. Place bets on every number and all you have to do is make it so 7 never comes up, which wouldn't be too obvious. Every roll would make crazy money, and as a bonus you help everyone at the table. And to prevent you from looking too suspicious to the staff, just randomly lose some small amounts every now and again.
Pause time, slap someone really hard over and over. Once time unfreezes they get to feel all the pain at once. Oh, and maybe get into someone's vehicle. Imagine moving at 90 miles per hour on the highway and some random person appears in the passenger seat next to you.
Fight in the UFC become known as the One Punch Man. People will wonder why their balls hurt when I clearly punched them in the face.
I'm a street magician, so probably use it to add to my routine. Makes teleportation tricks so much better. Plus there's always moving the ball in roulette.
Supposing you slept 8 hours/day, and used this as many times as possible, you'd extend your day by 9 hours and 24 minutes. Effectively you'd have a 25 hours 24 minutes waking day on 8 hours of sleep. If you have to catch up on sleep, you figure that drops by 1/3. You now have 6 hours and 8 minutes left in the day. Supposing you didn't sleep, you get 16 hours per day. That's a 40 hours day. If I'm right. At the same time, you could also do an hour's worth of work in 20 minutes. Average workday goes down to 2 hours and 40 minutes of real time. I'd sleep.
Become a journalist. Go to a world leaders press conference or the UN. Whenever they spout some bullshit, run up, slap them real hard. Leave a piece of paper on dais saying no in big block letters, run back to seat and watch the reaction. Repeat till they stop giving press access. After which I change my occupation to demining of minefields or surgical assistant anywhere where 10 seconds can make a small difference.
You know that feeling you get when you really have to fart but you can't tell if it's going to be quiet or it's about to rip open another dimension? And you really don't want to cut the cheese in front of people but your stomach is starting to sound like that baby you forgot to feed for 3 days. I'd just let it rip. Oh, and I'd probably use the 10 seconds to clean up the floor after.
Take a shit on my teacher's desk and return to my seat. You can shit in 10 seconds? Impressive.
I would go to as many men around me as possible and put their dicks up in their underpants. When time resumed they would be able to randomly feel their dicks were suddenly up and limp. Yet, no one would dare talk about it. Would constantly use to avoid getting late everywhere. I would have to walk though. People will see me like I'm lagging hard lol.
Stand very carefully next to a federal deposit and wait for a transport vehicle. Sneeze. I have allergies, nothing big, but these days you sneeze in public, even into your elbow, and people look at you like you just announced you had leper, the plague, corona, AIDS and typhus all at once. When you hug someone you really love, pause that. Soak it in for a bit longer. The next moment with them isn't promised.
I experienced something similar to this 4 to 5 years ago, but only one person was time stopped. We were on a boat for a school trip and there was a girl who had problems with the boat moving, so they gave her something to make her fall asleep, but not strong enough so her brain just disconnected from time to time. So the group of friends that we were thought it was a good idea to prank her while she was disconnected. We would check if she responded by snapping finger in front of her eyes, which stayed open while she was disconnected, and quickly all move out of the room and watch her wake up wondering why everybody is gone. Or we would just change places until she noticed. Still one of the best memory I have of this trip.